Shouldn't you be in Gaza, Mr. Blair? Shouldn't you be in Gaza? What are you doing in London rather than in Gaza, Mr. Blair?
Tony Blair flew back to London overnight after 10 days or so out in the Middle East, coming back here specially to make a speech marking 20 years since he was elected Labour Party leader. And thanks to a lift door that didn't seem to want to close, he couldn't avoid further questions.
Shouldn't you be in Gaza rather than celebrating 20 years? Are there more important things to be doing?
Mr. Blair's 2 trips to Gaza came 5 years ago, but he's not popular with the Hamas regime because of his close ties both with Israel and now also with President Sisi of Egypt. Today, Mr. Blair said this.
We have gone through these periodic crises in Gaza over these last few years. We have never managed to put in place a long-term plan for Gaza. This time, when hopefully soon we will get an end to the violence, we then got to use the same energy that we have brought to trying to end the violence. We've got to bring the same energy to trying to create the right long-term solution for Gaza, because otherwise we'll be back in this situation again and many innocent people will lose their lives.
It was here at Church House in Westminster 20 years ago today that Blairites cheered his election as leader. Who thought it would bring him 10 years as PM and millions in wealth? He was asked about that.
I mean, I have to say that the reports of my wealth are greatly exaggerated. Just for the record, I read I'm supposed to be worth £100 million. Cherie's kind of asking where it is in that case. I'm not worth that, a half of that, a third of that, a quarter of that, a fifth of that, and I could go on.
So something less than 20 million. But that, he says, helps him do the Middle East job unpaid.
Are you going to be going back to Gaza?
If things improve in Gaza, I understand, he could be back in the region within days. Michael Crick, Channel 4 News, Westminster.